Hello everybody, it's Sue here. Welcome to the writing desk. Well, the writing desk is actually just there, but I'm here as I'm doing the video, and exciting stuff today. We have some names in here to see who is going to win my book. So it's Cheltenham races this afternoon, so we're settling down to watch that. So just before he gets too involved in it, I'm going to give Alan a shout and he's going to pull the winning name. Good luck everyone. Just hang on, I'll just give him a shout. Are you free?
Are you ready?
Yes please. Here's Alan now. Good luck everyone. Here's Alan. How'd you do? How's the racing going? Does it start
We're
yet?
just about to start. You've timed it well today.
Good. Here we go. Good luck
How
everyone.
many have you got in the pot here?
Quite a lot.
All
Good
right.
luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Ooh,
I picked a yellow ticket out.
matches my cardigan. And who's that?
That's your Sue's cardigan,
Yeah.
almost. Now the name here is Philip Hill. Is that
Philip
correct?
Hills. Yes, Philip Hills.
Well done, Phil.
Writing friend. Well done, Philip. You'll have a book on its way to you. Thank you, Alan.
Okay.
Could you just pull the door too? Thanks. I'll join you shortly.
Yeah.
Well done, Phil, and thank you for commenting on my book. Which, let me just show you again. Never miss a chance. Here we go. I always keep them by me. This will be coming to you sometime next week now, because what I do, along with the book, there's a little thank you, there's a few extras, so I'll be putting that together over the next few days. Well done, Phil, and hope you enjoyed the story. So that's going to go there in my outbox. My outbox, it's got all sorts of things in knitting. And what I want to show you today is what I'm reading, because as well as writing, you have to read. You can't be a writer without reading. Now then, so exciting these are. Just hang on, try not to put me, stick my face in you. Now then, the story goes like this. I had some vouchers. Christmas present was some book vouchers, which, best thing you could ever get me, book vouchers. So I got a nice bookmarker, and along with some other books I got this Camino Ghosts. I thought that looks good. John Grisham is always a good, exciting story. Perfect escapist mix of detective action, and it's set on a little sleepy corner of Florida and on an island. And I started reading that, but I couldn't help looking at the beginning, and I noticed it's a set of 3, and as it goes with me, I always do this, I start reading the third one. I thought, that's the third, how did I miss the other 2? But I did, so I had a look for the other 2 on Amazon, as you do, and this one comes first, Camino Island, then that one, Camino Winds, or Camino or Camino, I'm not sure. Not Camino, I'll call it, because it looks like cameo. Lovely island and lovely characters. So that comes first, that's the second, and we finish off with that one. Oh, and they're all as good as each other. I mean, that was really good. This one, this gets us in touch with the characters. Now, why I like it, it's a character, the whole thing's set around a bookshop and a bookseller who's called, is it Bruce Cable? Should know his name. It's Bruce anyway. The Bruce is the bookseller, and he's got the island is full of writers, and they have lots of writer meetings, and it's good. I mean, the amount of books he's written. Let me show you. You know how they say all these books by this author. Look at all those books. Imagine having all that amount of books. I feel proud that I'm working on book 8, but I'll tell you more about that later. So yeah, so what I did then was, I hadn't read too much. I'd read quite well. I probably got a quarter of the way through, and I thought, now put that to one side, because it's telling you about the storm that was that one. The storm nearly wrecked the island, and there's parts in that one that it happened in that one. And then there's things that happened in this one that, like, for instance, I won't say too much in case you get to read them, but I would so recommend them. They're really, really good. Very, very good. So that's my book recommendations for the week, definitely. Those 3 books. But get them in order. Not like me, do the other way around. Never mind. That's fine. And what I want to show you now is this lovely little bag. You know, Nanny Moon's Crochet, which is underneath, is my sister Sal. Hello Sal, if you're watching. Now, she did a little bag for me to keep my tarot cards in, maybe, or angel cards, because I've got lots of cards, as you know. But for me, it's quite handy as a mobile phone holder, because I've got a back, nice hard back if I drop it, which I do. But the front is a bit exposed, so there's me and Alan there. Me and he and me. But I really need to get one that folds over the front, so for now that goes nicely in there. Now these, I don't know if you follow Sal, but she does sell these. These are £15 free postage, and she does them in all colours. This is like shrimp, absolutely gorgeous. So a bit of promotion for you there, Sal. £15 each if you'd like one. Aren't they nice? And another thing I've been doing, I've been following junk journals, they call them, because they call them junk journals because you're made out of things you would throw away. But for me, they're so nice, I love them. I'll call them magic journals. Look, this is my first one I made. No, tell a lie. My cat one was my first one. Where's that gone? Over here. I think I did show you my cat one, but I'm just showing off. I'll show you again. Look at that. And do you know, since I made this, we've got a black cat comes on the grass now. And that same black cat, we passed him on a walk today, so I've had to go on the lottery. They keep seeing this black cat. I manifested him and he appeared. And so in there I have all little notelets, look. Bookmarkers. Different bookmarkers that you get when you get your free books, so you'll have a bookmarker with your book fill. And these I like, if somebody's having a book, I'll write a note on the back of one of those. They're actually off a calendar, but I don't like to waste them, so I'll keep them. Don't want to throw anything away, I'm terrible. That was a card off someone, that was wrapping paper. That was different wrapping papers. Like I said, and in there, I've got so many nice cards I don't like to throw away. All these nice cards with mum and wife, sister, daughter and all that. Especially the daughter ones now, since our mum passed away, it seems a bit odd. She was always the one who did cards and things like mums do. But I've got to put my signatures, we call them, don't we? People who make journals, the middles they put. So that's got to have signatures in, so I'll probably leave it there to remind me to get that done. Let me show you this one. And these little jive bars, they're nice on this, like a Twix. That just says celebrate. It's like little optimistic things. And since I showed you last, that's a ticket. When we went to the race, we were on holiday once and we went to the races, so that's just a nice reminder. It was a train ticket to get to the races. That's a little folder there, look, I can put things in there like stamps. That's just a nice picture. Then I scribble on my notes here, like where my book's gone to and where are they going. So I'll be putting your details in there, Phil. I don't keep them, you know, I do keep them, but it's confidential, so don't worry about that. Book 7 there, when my book's published, all notes. And then I'll sort of use the back of things. You know when you order things and the back is plain, like this. You see, you've got a nice page there to write what you want. And even that, I'll stick something on top of that, like, for instance, just all sorts of anything really. Like what? For instance, this nice magazine I've cut pictures like this out. All these sort of pictures, anything nice and colourful. the travel papers are nice, aren't they? The Sunday supplements at the weekend, or pictures of flowers and bumblebees, something like that. Stick those on the pages where there's writing and cover it up. So, and then as it goes on, as I said, I've got my pocket novel group of people there. The Match, that was chapter 3. I think I read that to you before. Thank you to everybody that's buying my books, by the way. I've sold a few books lately, and especially the Barbados book you all seem to be liking, so that's good. And I keep little notes in the middle if I want to just jot a small note, and as it goes on, go to the back, the different bits. More spare pages, more pages where I can stick photographs or something like that. Sometimes I've got photos on my phone, I think, must print that one out, because they just linger there on your phone, don't they? You need to print them out. There's some more writing pages. Yeah, that's part of my original manuscript for Barbados Nights there. Dawn's conversation with Clementine. It's a bit sudden, don't you think? Dawn's stepped back, arms folded, eyeing her friend suspiciously. When you said go abroad, I imagined it to be like, say, next summer or something like that. Clementine was opening drawers, all 3 of them, shoving her limited amount of underwear in a hold hole. The t-shirt hung across a makeshift wardrobe. She slung her t-shirts in her haversack. She was only going for a couple of days, wasn't she? Or maybe not. You have to read it to find out. And there's more signatures, they call them. And I'll stick photos in there. So proud of that. And it's just handy to keep by. And I've also done, have a look at this. Look at that. Like a cake and a coffee. And the back, that's a nice drawing by, it says there, Atherstone Market Square. That's by a local artist. His name at the back there. It's going to be an old Market Street, isn't it nice? Now these are on because I did some gluing last night. Let me show you if check it's stuck or not. Sometimes they stick, sometimes they don't. Mostly they do. So I was going to have, that's the front. This is made from an envelope, obviously, like we do. Oh, it's turned out okay. So what have I got here? Oh, I've done my book reviews there. This is the middle. That's some book reviews of the books I've just told you about, the 3 John Grisham books. That's my lining, look, I've got a flower there, so I can make notes if I need to. Now the middle bits, they're called signatures. I say they, I mean the lovely ladies who make junk journals that I follow a few of you, and I tend to, if I like what you're saying, I click and I subscribe. Hope you do that to me. If you like what I'm talking about, or you're interested in writing, or bits of all sorts. That's the other side, look. So that's my inner. Some nice boats and a cove, and what have I got there? That there just says, wishing you the very best each and every day. Just wish myself the best every day. Got different stars and dartboods, flowers. I'm not too worried about the crinkles, because that's my marker. That's the outer look. So I've got my village street there, cake and coffee there, we've got a bit of pizza. We like a bit of pizza, don't we? So now the next thing I've got to do is, these are my, what we call signatures. So like I said, you know, sometimes when you place an order, for instance, and you print it out, it might be on a blank page or just a page with not much on. Well, we mustn't waste paper. Can't stand waste. And you know, when you want you to print a copy to check it's all gone okay. Our printer does anyway. So here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signatures. So then what we do is I shall get a needle down the middle. I'll get a needle through there and stitch with string. I shall attach it to there like that. That will be like that, you see. And then I'll use this sort of string. This is what I like at the moment, this string. We'll sew through there, and then I'll tie it there in a knot, like I've done with this one. That's what I did with this one. I did see the string coming through there. Stitched it. It was quite hard, not hard, but you need to really make the hole before you try stitching it. And then if I find the middle, it's there. That's the middle where I stitched it. I'll stitch through that middle. Stitch through that middle there. Came out the other side, and then I tied some blue ribbon because I think that looks quite fancy. Blue ribbon around there, holds it all together. Keeps it together quite well. That's quite strong. That was used cardboard with that one. So I haven't got a needle handy as I could have showed you. No, I think next time I do one, I'll show you the stitching. I'll prepare it better than I have today. But for now, I can just show you it like this. I thought I'd be doing it better than this because I was actually stitching. But for now, I'll just tie it around. Round again, round again. And again. It's just rough because I will be stitching. You need a sharp needle and a little bodger. I think they call it an owl, or owl. So you see that will then stick like that. And I'll have my pages like that. See, my pages will be there like that then. And what I do is I tend to put, I've always got a few envelopes, but I tend to make a little pocket for those at the back. And what do I have here? Well, some little A5, there were middles for my cards. Always made cards, so that's the little middles. I'll put those in the middle as well. I'll slot them in, like this, look. Slot them in there. Slot that there. You can see how it's building up sort of layers, all different sizes, because don't have to be the same size. Some ladies do them level. I prefer the random sort of look, as you probably noticed. Isn't that good? So I do need to probably get some photographs now and start putting some photographs in this one, because this one I seem to always got that one by my side and jotting out notes in it, but some photographs would be nice. And there we have it, more envelopes. And these little bits can be useful as well. These little envelopes with a little window. Got your window there. Nice to just pop a little photograph or something in there. And just put that, like I said at the start, I've got this flower there. I just put that because it matched. And I've got like a little notelet thing there, so I'm going to have probably a couple of those as well. Not to pop photos behind the windows. Just anything cheery so that when I'm writing my notes, it's just something to make me smile. As long as something makes you smile, that's well worth it, isn't it? Thank you for following me if you are, and if you haven't subscribed yet, just press the subscribe button and you'll keep in touch with what's happening. So that's the latest one so far. Coffee and cake, that's my jive one. So we'll have different books for different themes, and then I will have my book I'm working on at the moment. It's a Christmas one, so I'm hoping to get that done in time for Christmas, because I've been working on it a while. And the characters in that one are Scarlett and Brad. And the trope means theme or the situation. Excuse me a minute, I'm just going to clean my glasses. I've got a little mark on there. The trope is the situation, so trope could be like friends to lovers, it could be enemies to lovers, it could be the trope. Another trope is workplace romance. It means like the setting and the how did they get together. So this one is enemies to lovers. Let's say they start off on the wrong footing, because let me see, I think I have in my proof I put the beginnings of it, but that isn't in the, I didn't have it in it, I didn't put it in the end. So this, dear readers, was just in the proof one. So dear readers, I'll read this to you, and then this is what I wanted to say. Right, dear readers, I'm writing this just before publishing this gritty saga by Lydia King. It's the first of its kind, and if I get good reviews, there will be more in the Lydia King style. I do have a couple of ideas, and they may be set where we live in Warwickshire, maybe instead of Bloxwich, because Bloxwich is where I'm from, but we live in Warwickshire now, and it's a very medieval town. Lots of evidence still of the medieval period, and tons of history here, and tons of ghosts. So anyway, but if I get 10 reviews, I'll do more Lydia King. And also there's a Christmas book on the horizon set in the Norfolk village of Reddington, because as you know, we have Reddington 1, Reddington 2. This is Reddington 3, but I think it's not going to go on and on, the Reddington series. Let me just show you. I know you've seen them, but you can see them again. Just 1 second. This was a collection of short stories it started off as, but they were all set in the same place. So there was enough to do a book, and it was a pocket novel as well, published as a pocket novel by My Weekly, DC Thompson. And the blurb for this one, it says, "What's Rita doing, stuffing cash into post boxes? If Doug thought he had worries on the farm, that's nothing compared to when he hears news of body in the barn. It's murder on the market and a ghostly vision at Clangerton Windmill has Ivy's. It's murder on the market and a ghostly vision at Clangerton Windmill has Ivy in a spin. Flamboyant new arrivals, over-eager to be sociable, find help at hand when Colin fetches his ladder." That's in chapter 2. It's good. There's a mixture of established friendships, bust-ups and reunions, a time slip, along with plenty of fun and romance. Life in this picturesque village in Norfolk is never dull. That's a nice book. I'm still going back to the Dear Readers bit. That's book 2 in the Reddington series. And it's got Murder in the Village, Another Year in Reddington. That one, it's a full story, but it's a year. It covers a year. And the blurb to this one, "The village of Reddington expands, and there's been another murder. Ivy is keen to get involved in a bit of sleuthing with help from Richie, who changes his appearance, goes undercover and ends up putting his life in danger. A fruit preserve is bubbling on the hob at Brookhouse Farm. Marigold and Simone have a suggestion for improving the flavour. When an incomer threatens life in Reddington, they hatch a plan. Janice has plans of her own about a new shop over in the trendy part of the village. Vicar Bailey calls a meeting when the Festival of Music has to be stopped due to another attack. When will the cosy village of Reddington get back to normal? Is it ever normal? Not really. It sounds like the racing started. Good luck on the races if you put bets on. I don't put bets on, but like to watch it. Like to watch the horses. So that's book 1 and 2. So I'm doing a third book, but it's and that will be the trilogy done. 3's enough, I think, of the same thing. Anyway, as I was saying, it's going to be a Christmas book set in the Norfolk village of Reddington. It's centred around the daughter of Professor Harris, so in book 1 and 2 you get to know Professor Harris, and he's friends with Ivy, but you'll find out that if you read it. It's the daughter of Professor Harris. He's only just found out about Scarlett, his daughter from a one-night fling years ago. Now he's put her in charge of selling Rowanberry Hall, his home of a long time. She does all the right things, like she puts the coffee on, the housekeeper has baked, they've sprayed the polish in all the right places. Only trouble is little Henry, the pug dog, has a cheeky habit of cocking his leg up strangers to see if they like dogs or not. More news on that will be on my website. Have a great springtime and catch me on YouTube under the name From the Writing Desk, that's here. So that was in the proof one, but I left that bit out of the new published one. So I'll leave you with half done magic journal, I call mine, because there's magic goes in the pages, and as you know, I don't throw anything away because there's too much magic in things, isn't there? Even a box of cakes and a pizza picture, and definitely an artistic picture like that. Isn't it lovely? Rather than be shoved in a drawer or tucked in a bookcase, it's there on hand every day. So more on those later, and don't forget, if you like that, you can either hop over to Nanny Moon Crochet for one and ask her what colour you like, or you can get one from here if you tell me what colour you like. She does all colours, but this colour's really nice. Shrimp, I'd call it. Okay then, have a lovely weekend. See you next time.